It has now been 40 years since a Menor teenager was brutally murdered, dismembered, and left in a berry patch.
And now one of the men responsible, Scott Grant, is free after being let out of prison today. And the victim's loved ones want to share their message.
Natalie Clydesdale has their story.
It's been 40 years since Michelle Hayes' horrific murder.
It's a nightmare that you never wake up from, ever.
But time passing hasn't eased the pain of her absence.
She is terribly missed, even to this day.
Public records show in 1985, the 17-year-old from Mentor was brutally beaten and raped, then dismembered and buried in a backyard. Scott Grant and Stephen Cohen were found responsible.
It wasn't some stranger that she knew, and she went to Cohen's house. After she rejected his sexual advances, he hit her in the throat, and they decided to cut her legs off with a handsaw and put her body in the neighbor's berry patch.
Hayes' sister Dawn told 3 News Cohen died of an overdose after serving his 25 years. However, on Wednesday, Grant, who's now 58 years old, was released from the Lake Erie Correctional Institution. He's completed his 40-year sentence, one that Dawn Hayes argues wasn't nearly long enough. She explained that a mistrial led to Grant being convicted of involuntary manslaughter, kidnapping, and burglary. She criticized the justice system for mishandling the case.
If it would have been done correctly to begin with, he would have gotten life in prison or executed.
John Whited went to school with Hayes.
I don't think anybody could say anything bad about her.
Online court records show in 2019, a judge decided Grant has to register as a sex offender. Hayes' loved ones want the public to be aware that Grant is now a free man and to stay extra alert.
Somebody is going to be living next door to Scott Grant. Somebody's daughter, somebody's granddaughter. And the prosecutors of Lake County failed us.
Well, Hayes also says Grant has never showed her family any remorse. He's only looked in her direction and smirked. She hopes sharing this story will help protect others. Russ.
All right. Natalie Clydesdale here in the studio. Thank you.